Well, hello everybody. Bill Thornton, SoCalsabre here. Here we are on a special broadcast today. It's been 2.5 years or 4.5 years since I started this. It doesn't seem like that long. We have reached this week. We reached 1,000 subscribers, which is really unbelievable. Hi, Jeffrey. I see you out there. And anybody want? We are live, so if you want to put stuff on the channel, let's see, we got Greg Brookings in, we got Replay Dugouts in, Jeffrey Edwards is in. Thanks for stopping by, folks. The first thing I want to do is, you know what's amazing, and I forget what the guy's name is now. But anyway, maybe it was Replay Dugout. Anyway, the same morning that I got my 1,000, I subscribed on another guy's, and I was his 1,000th, and that was pretty cool. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to talk about some details. Okay, this is the big one that I talked about. There will be 3 winners this time. Okay, and this what it's done for those of you who have never been in before is I'll explain how to enter that. I take your names, you're on pieces of paper, and I put them in this cup. I've been doing this every 100 cup, and I do the drawings live, and we determine the winners. But to enter, you have to come up onto this video. You have to put it in the remarks section. You have to put some sort of a remark like enter me in or something that I know that you want to be in the drawing. And then that's all you need to do to get entered into it. Okay, but you need to be a subscriber, and I need to be able to verify that. What? Oh, okay, Replay, thanks. What I mean by that is there's some people that are subscribers, but they have their subscriptions blocked in their settings. And so I can't verify them that way. So if you're one of those people, you know, the easiest thing would be to do is to enter and then unblock. And then when this thing comes up, you'll be verified and you'll be in, and then you can block them again. You know, so unblock them for a little bit. It's in the settings. Okay, cool. And so that's what I did that. And then just like you say, you're going to enter, put it, you know, in that you want to be into the drawings and that. Another thing I'm doing this time, because there's not many of them, if anybody is a subscriber and a member, because the channel membership is open, then you get your name in the second time. But the members can only win once, so they can't win 2 times, even if their name's in twice. Okay, the drawings will be done, like I said, like before. I'm going to make sure on my notes here. Okay, yeah, then the postage, if it's in the U.S., is free. It's on me. But if you're outside of the U.S. and you win, and you really want the game, we'll have to negotiate. Now, maybe like I'll pay it to the port, and you'll have to pay it from the port to wherever your country is. Something that we'll negotiate something to get it done. So anyway, that's the details. And anybody has any questions, you can put them here in the live chat, or you can hit me in an email, or you can put it, if you're watching it later, you can put it in the remarks section, and I'll get back with you. But my email is always open for people with questions and so forth. Okay, so I'm about ready. I'm going to go through do a slideshow here, showing you what games are eligible for selections should you become a winner. I've also always told the people in the past, if you don't become a winner and there's a game that you really want and nobody has picked it, get with me and we'll negotiate a really good cost for you. Okay, so let me get this slideshow going. There we go. All right. 1,000 subscribers. Thank you very, very much. And like I said before we get going into this one, go down there and hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Help the channel continue to grow. Channel membership is open, and so are super chats. And here we go with what is going to be eligible for selection. I know that's what you're all waiting. Here we go. First one is going to be Reavers of Midgard. There's quite a few. There's going to be multiplayer games and solo player games and a couple things for sports. There's going to be war games and that. This is a 2 to 4 player strategy game. It's part of a trilogy. The Champions of Midgard. Then there was another one, or Reavers might have been second, but you don't have to have the other ones in order to play. It is completely sealed. And the reason, and I have 2 of them because I screwed up in the Kickstarter and ordered an extra one. So I have 2 of them. So it's Reavers of Midgard. Check it out. I just put down some basic information for each one. You can go to Board Game Geek and learn more about each game. You'll have plenty of time. You don't have to have your selections done until after you get picked if you're a winner. All right, so that was Reavers of Midgard. Going down next, we got Warp's Edge. This is a 2020 game. This is a one-player solo game. One of the subscribers recommended this to me. I did go out and get it, and it's just going to be set there. I'm not going to be able to play it that much, so I thought I'd send it to somebody that would really like to have a game like this. Got some good BGG ratings on it. Then we got Under Falling Skies, which is a really good. Look at it. These overall ratings are pretty good considering there's tens of thousands of games in that. And I have played this several times. It is not sealed. And it's just another one where I just wanted to let somebody else have an opportunity to play it if they want, because I probably won't play it again because I have so many. I have too many games. Not so many, too many. So that's Under Falling Skies. Then we got Dune House of Secrets, a 1 to 4 player. It's got a pretty high overall BGG. I don't know why. It's a cooperative storytelling, 1 to 4 science fiction. Then we got Arrakis, the Dawn of the Freeman, 2 to 4 players. Another high ranking on BGG. Not a lot of information out there on it. Okay, this is Conflicted, Survive the Apocalypse. This is a 2 to 6 player cooperative. And I don't know how I ever got this. It's sealed, but there's hardly any information on it on Board Game Geek. So if you're really looking for this type of a game and it is cooperative, you'll have to do some research on that. Hi, Mander and Mike. How you doing? I'm glad to see you could join in. J2 Wilson, glad to see you're here too. And here we go, some more. And then Arkham Horror, the card game. Now, let me tell you, this is the 2016 edition. This is 1 to 2 players. This is sealed, okay? If you were thinking about getting into, look at the overall rankings. If you're thinking you're getting into it, this might be the way to go. I went the other way. I had this for a long, long time. And then I debated, and I went and I bought the most current version that allows 1 to 4 players, okay? Nothing has changed in the rules. Nothing has changed in anything else from this version here, except for the ability to play it with 1 to 4 instead of 1 to 2. Excellent game. I just got finished playing it probably a week or 2 ago. This one is sealed, playing the version that I have. I think I shouldn't call it a version. I should call it an edition. It's not a change in the game. All right. And then we got our first war game. This is Waterloo, Napoleon's Last Battle, 2 to 3 players. And when you look at war games, you're always going to see most of the time war games are going to have high BGG ratings. And the reason I feel is that because the war game community and within the board game community is a very small niche. And so the other games get a lot more votes and a lot more, input into BGG than the war games do. That's just my personal opinion. I don't know if that's for sure or not, but that's what I think. But this is Waterloo, Napoleon's Last Gamble. This is a really good-looking game. Okay, now we got another one that's pretty popular. I haven't played it. And it's been sitting on my shelf for too long, yelling get played, and so I thought maybe somebody else would want to play it. Quartermaster, General 1914, 2 to 5 players. Got a nice war. See, the overall is really down to 2,000 on this one. It's fast. It says fast-paced World War I strategy game. Okay, then we got My City. This is a nice one for the family. 2 to 4 players, strategy. Got a nice overall rating, nice strategy, family rating in the city building. And it says legacy type game. And I don't know why it's a legacy type game from what I was looking at the different mechanisms in that. But I put legacy type game in there. I don't see it on the box. So if you're looking for a legacy, it looks almost more like a I forget what they call them. They're like a puzzle, like a Baron Park type game. If you look at that picture on the right, where you're laying tiles down in that, I don't know, maybe it grow, maybe it goes through different stages. Yeah, but that's My City. Then we got another war game, Hitler's Reich, World War II in Europe. When this game first came out, it was got some bad reviews, and most of the bad reviews were because of the rule book. GMT over the years redid the rule book, and if somebody does select this one, you'll get the game and the current rule book from me. Okay, because they did send us, anybody that had bought it got a copy of the rule book. Card driven and area movement. Charterstone. Now this is legacy. Now this has been around for quite a while. I haven't played this one. It's still sealed. It's 1 to 6 players, and it's got a pretty good BGG rating. It's an economic type of, and it's a worker placement type of a game. And it's a legacy where you'll be putting stickers on and tearing cards up in that. I didn't know what I thought was going to think about a legacy game that requires you to do that. But during one of my marathons, we played Pandemic Legacy 1, and that was a lot of fun. We had a good time. It took us almost a whole 24 hours, but we had a lot of fun. So this is Charterstone, and it's got a pretty good rating on it if you're looking for a legacy or worker placement game. 7 Wonders. This one is open. I have played it several times. This is really start looking at 2010. This is 14 years now, and it's still at number 95 in the top 100 on Board Game Geek. And these ratings were as of yesterday, so that's pretty great. Top 100. What is there, 10 or 12,000 games on BGG? So really popular. Then we got Europe Divided. This is by a man, David Thompson and Chris Marling. I have not played this. It was a Kickstarter. It's 2 players, a war strategy. But it's been sitting there waiting for its turn, and its turn never coming. I really got tied up, got my war games behind times when I got very interested in the U.S. Civil War. Maybe some of the war gamers might like to give this one a shot. Okay, Rune Stones. Here's another one for the family. 2 to 4 for 4 players. Your rolling dice is a set collection and a hand management. Then we got one that I've had on the giveaways for quite a while now, and nobody has wanted it, but I will still put it out there. I haven't played it. It's Won by the Sword. It's a great campaign of the 30 Years War Volume 1. And this card driven, dice rolling point to point. The Search for Planet X. Now, this is really a cool game, and I've played this several times, and it's solo. Okay, no, it's 1 to 4, but the solo rules make it really soloable, playable, and it's in the family, but there's a Search for Planet X, and then there's a Search for Lost Species, and then there's a new one coming out called the Search for UAPS. But this is a really cool game. It has the solitaire rules with it. First Martians. It's a thematic game, 1 to 4 players. This has a really high weight on BGG, like it's 4.4 or something like that out of 5 for learning. So the learning curve must be pretty high on it. Valley of the Alchemists, 2 to 4 players, a family game overall. Not too bad. Family, 2169. Set collection is in pattern building. Betrayal at the House on the Hill. This is open. I have played it. It's a dungeon crawl type game. 3 to 6 players. Thematic. Got a good rating. 697, 258. It's a role playing and storytelling. My miniatures are not painted like that are in that picture. Chronicle X, a 1 to 7 player game, and it's a cooperative game. And there's the first time I put anything sports related on this channel or on these giveaways. This is Strat-O-Matic baseball cards and Status Pro advanced cards. If you should win, you get to pick 2 of the following eligible seasons. It can be both from Strat-O-Matic, both from Status Pro Advanced, or it could be one of each. You could be just picking 2. Pretty good games. I think you can get some. If you don't have the rules for Strat-O-Matic, I might be able to help you out there. I might be able to help you out with some rules here. I don't know about this Status Pro Baseball Advanced is either a dice manipulation, but most of the time people play it with fast action cards. So that was the last one. We were back to the number 1 there. And if anybody, I'll just go real quickly now and take you through it one more time real quickly, because it'll be up there the whole week for you to look at. Okay. Reavers of Midgard, Warp's Edge, Under Falling Skies, Dune House of Secrets, Arrakis Dawn of the Freeman, Conflicted Survived the Apocalypse, Arkham Horror, the card game, the first edition, Waterloo, Napoleon's Last Battle, Quartermaster General 1914, My City, Hitler's Reich, Charterstone, Seven Wonders, Europe Divided, Runestones, Won by the Sword, Search for Planet X, First Martians, The Valley of the Alchemists, Betrayal at the House of the Hill, Chronicle X, and the sports ones. So that is it for this, what is going to be eligible. If anybody has any questions, I'll yeah, okay, Replay. Thanks for stopping by. Just jump in during the week if you want to get into the drawing and make an entry in that. So remember, a couple people come in late. I'll just, recount what's going on. The winning, as you can see, growing across the drawings are going to be next Sunday, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So during the week, if you decide you want to get in and there's something that you think you'd like to win, put your name, get in, come into this video on YouTube. Put a comment in the remark section about to please enter me or something to that effect. And then I have to verify that you're a sub. If you have your subs blocked from being public, go ahead and unblock them until the thing's over, and then block them back up again. So, and then if anybody is a member, they'll get their name in a second time because there are subs. The channel membership is open. And let's see. Drawings will be like before with the names coming out of a cup. I will pay postage in the U.S. If you're outside the U.S., we'll have to negotiate on what you need to do. So that is the basis of this video. And we got 9 people on. Anybody got any questions or wants to bring anything up right now? I'm game for that too, since we're already here. 30, it says, what does Greg say here? 30 years war in the house. Yeah, you don't hear that very often. It's only volume 1, though. J2 Wilts, make sure that you get, when this comes up on YouTube, that you go in there and put your name for entry into this game, because a lot of times once I leave StreamYard, I don't get to see these things, and I don't know why. I don't get to see these remarks anymore, and some of them don't come up on the YouTube. So order to be safe, make sure you enter it on the YouTube also. Greg, that'd be the same for you if that meant you want in. Make sure that it shows up on the remarks section on the YouTube video. Okay. Hello from, we got somebody coming in here. Hello from Vancouver. Glad I stopped by in time to see those 1948 Strat baseball cards. Yeah, Joshua, you're going to have to get yourself into the entry and see if you can get to win them. Jeffrey's asking me what's been on the table lately. Well, baseball mostly, but I do have I have Inside Blitz football back on the table. I'm trying to get refreshed so I can play it again, and then I'll do a demo fourth quarter on that one. And I've just finished my first playthrough, two-handed playthrough of a game called Comic Hunters. I'll be doing a demo on that once I'm a little bit more comfortable with it. That's what's on the table right now. I'm going to be bringing out one of my older war games that I've played before to get a little bit of free time from not having to learn. Okay, Mike, like I was telling the other ones, make sure when this comes up on the YouTube itself that you go to the remarks there, because like I said, a lot of times I see that you're interested and a couple other people are, but once I go off of here, I don't ever get to see these again for some reason. And so, but if you put it in the remarks section on the YouTube video, I'll pick it up right away. Thank you out there, NASCAR cat car. I know you are. No, I didn't forget you this time. Thanks for your support. All right. Well, unless anybody has something they want to talk about, we're going to call this one on. Did I find Arkham Horror easy to learn and play? The difficulty is not. The difficulty of playing was not the issue with me. It's just that there was a lot of things I had to look. I had to keep at the beginning referring to the rule book for definitions of things quite a bit. So it wasn't hard, but it took me a while to get some of those things down. Especially at my age, the memory is not all that great. So. Yeah, Mike. Yeah, I think you're going to get there sooner than later because you put a lot of good material on your channel. If you're into war games and other stuff, and that, check Mike out. He's got a good channel too. So okay. I want to thank everybody for stopping by. There's still 6 of you on there, and we're going to give this one a wrap here. So this is SoCalsabre saying thanks. Take care of yourselves out there. Be kind to each other and stay safe.